What's going on, people? Welcome back to Sliders Podcast, best podcast in Newcastle. I'm in UK. Alright. So today you're joined by me, your host Tom. Who else we got in the studio today?
Got PJ in the building. He kept me.
Them ones there.
Yeah, them ones there.
Just to remind the guys that the guys won't be on this podcast for a while unless we're releasing pre-recorded episodes because their immune system just wasn't up to scratch, to be honest. That's all I can say. Their immune system just
Weakest
wasn't up to
links
scratch.
from all of them.
Only the strongest survive.
Weakest link.
Anyway.
Survival of the fittest. They didn't make it.
Anyway. Why don't you tell us what course you study and what year you're in?
Okay. Obviously, my name's PJ. I am an architecture student at the University of Northumbria, or Northumbria University, however you want to say it. I am currently in my second year because I did a foundation year. So third year in Newcastle, second year on the course, getting on with it.
No, cool. How did you find your course?
It's quite a long story, actually. So initially, I wanted to study product design because as much as I like maths and English and all those like normal courses, like physics, biology, all of that, I wasn't bad at those, but I preferred like the creative stuff, like something that allowed me to express my creativity. I also liked being I'm also very like hands-on with what I do. Okay. So I didn't want to go to university and study something that's just like, book-based or lab-based, or so, just something like that. So I wanted to study product design because I first picked it up in sixth form in Leeds, and I was quite good, didn't get less than an A, not trying to brag.
Sorry.
Just putting that out. And also like I could be in the workshop, actually building stuff together. So I applied to a few universities for product design. Wanted to go to Loughborough initially as well. I needed an A star in product design to get into Loughborough. I got an A. I was a couple marks off an A star. Loughborough could not wait for man to get a remark. So I had to call up Northumbria because, funny enough, Northumbria offered me an unconditional offer for product design or design industry. That's what Northumbria offers, and I declined it. Yeah, on my UCAS, innit? I declined it because I was thinking, Loughborough, Loughborough, I'm gonna go there. So after I decided, this was on results day, by the way. They were like, I called back, so I was like, hello Northumbria, it's me, You know that place you offered me before, is it still there? And it was some Nigerian uncle as well that was on the phone. He was like, oh, nah, sorry, like the space on the course has been filled up and the spaces have been like filled up. So I was like, fuck.
That's
so
what
I was
get
like,
for moving prestige, isn't it?
Fam, and I thought I was too bougie, innit? So I was like, okay, cool. I was like, okay, cool. Do you have anything else on offer that I could take? And he was like, so I started calling out courses that they had space on. And I wasn't really liking the sound of them because it was just like, business or, that type of stuff. And I knew that type of stuff is not what I wanted to get into. And then he mentioned architecture. And as soon as he said it, I told him just like, uncle, stop right there. I didn't say uncle, but you got me. I was like, uncle, stop right there, architecture, that's the one. Like, as soon as I heard it just clicked in my head. And then he was like, architecture is there, but it's like, bro, you're looking at 7 years,
Jesus.
But like, I was that satisfied with architecture being what I wanted to study that right then and there. I was like, I don't mind, because it's still that same principle of me, like, using my creativity. Like, the course gives me the ability to like express my creativity. Okay. There aren't that many boundaries on the course, you get what I mean? So I was like, and then it was a thing where, okay, people that normally study architecture at uni, they usually have some form of background in design. So my design background was product design, but that didn't necessarily translate to architecture. Like, it does in a way in terms of the design process, like research, blah, 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 blah. It does in that sense, but architecture as its own discipline, it didn't really translate because people that usually go into architecture, they've previously done like, I don't know, some form of architecture whilst they were in sixth form, or something the summer before, so they kind of have that background knowledge of architecture, whereas I didn't, because before at this point, like, I didn't even know it was going to be architecture. I knew it was going to be design based, but it was going to be architecture. That's why I then opted to do the foundation year, because that will then like slowly guide me onto the main course, which it did, because like I'm pretty sure if I didn't do the foundation year, I would have probably struggled during my first year on the course. So like, yeah, I was in the foundation year, getting to know like the basics of architecture, like how to draw floor plans, how to survey buildings, take measurements, just like how to, just basically the architecture stuff, just the basic stuff. I was able to understand that fully. And then when I got onto the first year of the actual program, it was then just smooth sailing for me. Like nothing at that point was new. And I felt like, okay, I actually belong here because I know what's going on. So that's how I got to find out about the course.
So you said you did the foundation year, yeah?
Yeah.
How did you find that as a whole? Did you find it quite difficult? Was it quite easy to understand and keep on top of the work? Like, how was it?
The foundation year, I'm not gonna say it was easy, but you know what? Yeah, it was easy because like, well, I found it easy. That I'm just talking obviously from my personal experience, like because the foundation is supposed to be something that helps you understand the course, helps you get on the course, to make it easier for you to transition onto that course. So based on that principle alone, it wouldn't make sense for the foundation year to be difficult. I mean, I did need 60% to pass, but again, that was a breeze because I was going clubbing. You see me, Tuesday love though, Wednesday. So now
every week without fail.
Okay, Tuesday love though. Wednesday was it Purdue? Was it Cirque? It was Cirque on Wednesday. Yeah. No, Cirque was on Friday, I swear.
Nah, yeah, it was.
Yeah, Cirque was on Friday, innit?
Yeah.
Wednesday was Purdue.
I don't know.
Yeah. Thursday was House of Smith.
The fact that you remember this is mad.
Friday was Cirque. And at this point, I used to go to Digi Saturdays as well. This was the first.
You're terrible.
No. Obviously, I was in Newcastle. Monday, no, innit? So like,
I'm tired.
On average, I was out 4 nights a week. And the mad thing is, after all of that, you'd catch me at my 9 a.m.
Was this in your first semester or second semester?
This was first semester.
Okay. How was your second? What you saying?
I was doing, this was me the whole of first year. If I go on my snap memories now, it's just clubbing first year. Like,
so you're saying it's pretty easy to get by in the foundation?
That's what I'm saying. I found it easy.
Okay.
Because there are people that fail. I'm not saying everyone passed foundation year. I know people that dropped out even. They didn't even get to the end of it. I know people that failed. But I'm saying, from my personal experience, it wasn't that difficult. It's something where if you pay attention in lectures, you really cannot fail that year, because it's pretty basic stuff. It's new stuff, but it's easily understandable. So I was able to like go out, do all this drinking. I'll be yacked the night before. 9 a.m. you'd still catch me. I think that's the thing that helped me get by, because like I wasn't just going out and then I'd say, oh, I'm too tired, and I'd sleep it off. I'd actually make the effort to go in the next day, no matter how tired I am. And then, obviously, after that, get back, then I'll sleep fully, blah, 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 blah. And then at night, late at night, if I'm not going clubbing the next day, then you catch me in the library, pulling some stupid all-nighter, trying to write 2,000 words for the next morning. You get that type of thing. So, as much as I was going now, I was still keeping on top of my work.
Okay.
So, I found it pretty easy to get through,
Oh, fair enough. You're ridiculous, but anyway. So how like the demographics in your course? Like, guy to girl ratio.
Okay, let me see. I'd say it's pretty balanced actually. You'd think there'd be more guys on it, but from what I can see, except I'm bugging, but I'm pretty sure it's balanced because okay, in my department in the architecture and built environment, engineering and environment. No, architecture and built environment. What am I saying? Engineering built environment is the bigger one. The architecture side is divided into architecture and interior architecture. So architecture, that's looking at the whole thing, the whole architecture. and obviously interior architecture. That's then looking on the interior. So on the architecture side, I'd say it's quite balanced. If anything, it'd be 60-40, 60 being guys and then 40 being girls.
Okay.
Actually, am I allowed to?
What I'm gonna do is cut that out.
That is actually great.
Okay.
But okay. Take two. Okay. So I'd say 60-40, 60 being guys. This is a push.
Yeah.
60 being guys, 40 being girls.
Okay.
Yeah. And then on the interior architecture side, that's where I would say there are more girls. Like literally the ratio should be like 70-30, 70 being girls. So like, yeah, architecture is quite a balanced course. The thing I would say is highly like uneven. There is no balance whatsoever. Is the white to black ratio. This is where the whole course caught me off guard, yeah. Because like,
Okay.
what?
No, I'm just waiting. Ringo. I don't know because I'm not really sure what you're gonna say. So
No.
Just continue.
Okay. So it's like no, because before this, I'm Nigerian, yeah. Come
Okay.
from a solid Nigerian household.
All right.
When we're talking professions, you lot know it's like doctor, engineer, lawyer. You know the base. I've never heard anyone say, "Oh, I want my son to be an architect." It is a prestigious course, but I still don't hear of it. So, yeah, I've come on the course now. Yeah, this is not even a foundation year. I'm talking about like first year.
Yeah.
Come on, like my first like big lecture. Man's walking the hall now, yeah, and what? I'm the only black guy in the whole building, fam.
Big man, you're not in Leicester or something. This is
Nah,
Newcastle.
not even that it's new, fam. Surely, you can fit like at least 5 black people in the course. But fam, I walk in, and because I didn't going onto the course, I never thought of this. But yeah, I walk in and I'm just looking around like it is just me that looks like me. Yeah.
Well, were there any other ethnicities apart from like white?
No, there was a couple like East Asian guys, and then Southern Asian guys. Yeah, but the rest was just white, like full on English, like British, white, you know. And then there were some people from like they're white as well, but from like Poland, Lithuania. No, just yeah.
So kind of like Eastern European.
Yeah, basically. But yeah, I walk in and I'm the only black guy I can see. So I was like, mad. I go here, obviously, no one knows anyone. I didn't go to the back, I sat at the front, you know. I'm not that guy. But, so I'm there, yeah. Blah, blah, blah. I finish. And I had basketball training after lecture as well. So I finished from lecture and I'm walking down to Sports Central to go train. And then I'm walking down and I just feel someone run up behind me, tap me on the shoulder, pa. Like, yeah, obviously I'm turning around like, who the fuck is this? Like, I turn around and then it's this guy, it's my friend now, Arnaldo. He was like, yo, bro, are you on the architecture course? I was like, yeah. He goes, yeah, I swear I saw you. Like, I walked in because turns out he was in the room before me.
Oh.
Yeah. And he thought the same thing I thought as well. Like, there are no black people on this course. So when I walked, I didn't see him, but he saw me.
Oh.
So we're both now thinking, yeah, we're the only black people on this course, aren't we? So it's like, yeah, it's a very white course, I'd say, architecture. I'm not saying there aren't black people on it at all, but it's like there aren't that many black people as you'd expect to be on it. So yeah, that was one aspect that caught me off guard.
Oh.
So yeah, me and Ronaldo, we've been boys then, and then obviously the year after when more people were joining the course, that's when Teo Teo jumped on the course, half Nigerian, so he's black. I'll take him.
Okay.
And then there was another mixed race guy in there as well. I don't know if he should be half black. Tobias. He should be. Because I've never really asked him in it. It was Tobias, Teo, me, Arnaldo. So 2 black guys, then the mixed race people. So that's literally us on the course.
Actually, I wanted to ask you, because you explained to me why you chose your course, but did you like do any research into the job
explained.
market at all?
Into the job market.
Like, because you said,
Oh yeah, but it's like, okay, I did not. When I picked architecture, it wasn't primarily because I wanted to make money from it. Obviously, it's a good aspect of it, but I didn't want to be that guy that picked something just because of the money. Because I personally believe that if you enjoy doing something well enough, if you're good at doing something, and you wholeheartedly enjoy doing it, then surely somehow you're going to make profit from it. And also, I forgot to mention this. So obviously, I've mentioned that reason of me picking architecture last minute, blah blah. But then another reason why I also wanted to do something design based was because of my background. Yeah. So yeah, I've mentioned I'm Nigerian, but I didn't move to the UK until I was 13. I'm 21 now, by the way.
Wait, really?
Yeah, didn't you know
Wait,
that?
were you born in Nigeria?
I'm born and bred.
I swear.
Mums. Yeah.
Are you serious? I
don't know why people keep finding this surprising whenever I
know.
bring up. Yeah.
No, I just assumed you grew up in Leeds.
Oh, nah. Fam, I've only been in Leeds since 2013. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so I was born and bred half. My dad's from Enugu State, so I'm Igbo in it. Then my mom's like southern Nigeria, so she's from River State. So I was born in Port Harcourt, for those of you that know where that is. Born and raised in southern Nigeria. So yeah, I'm Nigerian to the core. You get me? Only moved here 2013 when I was 13 years old. So I've kind of experienced what life is like in Nigeria, yeah. And then coming to the UK, there was this initial boom culture shock for me. Like I remember because my dad's been here in the UK since 2005. And then it was just like my mom and us, me and my siblings in Nigeria until we came and joined him. So I remember the first thing when he's brought us to the house now, yeah, that I asked him was, "Rah, why are the fences so small?" Because in Nigeria, if I'm walking down the street, everyone's got 10-foot fences around their house, around their houses. Like that is the norm. If you go around the street, an area and you don't see fences like that, then you're not in Nigeria.
Yeah.
So I'm used to seeing these tall ass fences, yeah, then with barbed wires around the fences. You get what I mean? Like on top of it. If it's not barbed wires, it's broken glass.
Yeah.
You know, them glass shards that have been stuck on it, obviously to prevent thieves. So I've come now, yeah, and I'm seeing these fences that they're tall. Yeah, and they're not even fences, they're just there for decoration.
Yeah, garden gates.
Pretty much garden gates. And then I see somewhere it's just hedges. I'm like, right, these are using bush as fence. What what is going on? Yo, the thieves here must be happy, fam. And he was like, oh, nah, it's not even that. No one really does that here. I'm like, what? And then that's when I just started thinking how miserable it is to live in Nigeria in that sense. I'm not saying Nigeria is a miserable place to be in, but the fact that in the West, there isn't that constant worry where, I'm gonna get blah blah blah. So it just had me thinking, as a country, there's a lot that we need to work on, yeah. And then that's why I started thinking about myself, what can I do to help change that, in Nigeria, and obviously, the main thing in Nigeria, I'm not saying there isn't that many things wrong with us, but the main thing is the government. Everything that happens the bad things in Nigeria, personally, I believe it comes from the government as a starting point. That's the basis. So I'm here thinking, okay, cool. All right, the government is the problem, but I'm not a politician. I'm sorry. I'm not going to go and start joining political parties revolution, let us change, blah, blah, blah. We want change, that type of thing. So I'm like, what can I do? That's when I'm like, okay, if I'm picking architecture now, how can I then use that to help my country, to help my people? Yeah.
Okay.
That is when I started thinking, okay, cool. A major problem in Nigeria is what? Housing. poor housing. So the possibility is I studied this. Then people that know me, people that really know me, know like my family and stuff.
Yeah.
They know I'm always talking about, yeah, I'm gonna go back to Nigeria at some point.
Really?
Yeah, I plan on going back. Not now. No, not now. Like,
I'm finished enjoying it.
I'm
It's
just
all
enjoying
over.
life right now. But I've at one point I want to move back to Nigeria because so yeah, like I was mentioned, like I was thinking, how can I help? So I'm thinking housing. Major problem in Nigeria is homelessness. If not homelessness, it's just the quality of housing. Whereas most people that pick architecture, they're thinking, yeah, I'm gonna design grand buildings, mansions, go to America, build some houses in Beverly Hills, that type
Yeah.
of stuff. I'm thinking the opposite. I'm thinking, how can I design houses that are very affordable, yet they can help provide a decent quality of living for people. You get me? So that is my architecture. Obviously, design the big and fancy houses. It's all nice. It's all fun and nice. Blah blah. But that is not the main. That's not the main goal for me. Yeah. If I can be the guy now, yeah, that ends up designing. I don't know, coming on with a style. In 2 months, you can build 100 houses. People can move in the month after. Decent housing, good I don't know, roofing or whatever. Just stuff like that. I'd be happy. So it's I'm not after the money. If the money comes, bless. I'm not gonna. If the money comes, I'm not gonna decline it. Yeah, but the main goal for me is to help people. Yeah,
Okay.
it's to help people. So yeah, that is the main thing. And then another thing with me and this course is lately I've been thinking. Yeah, this is literally when I say lately, the past month or so. Okay, I'm thinking of helping, but it's I don't want to restrict myself to just architecture.
Mhm.
I'm looking holistically. Yeah, I'm looking at the bigger picture. If I really want to help, I want to help on a grand scale. Yeah, so I'm thinking maybe branching out into urban design, urban planning.
Really?
Yeah, so even for my year abroad that I'm taking at Florida Atlantic University, my major there is going to be urban design, urban and regional planning. That's what I'm going to be studying for my time there because that's another area where I'm really I'm very interested in. So arrangement of communities, making a city more walkable, just the general infrastructure of
Who knew?
a city.
Who knew we had a very young philanthropist?
Oh, shut up. Shut up, man. Listen, I joke around, but I'm actually deep,
No, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't expect that story from you.
Nah,
I'm not gonna
but
lie.
yeah, so I'm looking because right now I'm still on my undergraduate program, innit? Yeah, I'm still on my undergraduate program. I'm looking at possibly, instead of doing my master's in architecture, I'm looking at studying urban design and urban planning
Okay.
after, and then I'm going to remain in the UK because the UK design program, the UK architecture program is quite solid.
Yeah.
It's quite reputable around the world. So I'm going to stay in the UK, or if I move, I'm going to move to Canada because who doesn't like Canada?
Yeah.
Going to move there, work in practice for a couple of years, save up money. Once I feel like I've got enough money saved up, then boom,
Head back to
Niger.
Ben
I'm
wants
gone.
to.
I'm gone.
Let's actually get into what's it called, the academic part of your course, because I've run into you in the library at 2:00 in the morning more than enough times, and you're out here stressing out. So I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I've even asked you this, no matter how many times I've run into you in the library. But what are your do you have any unique studying methods that you use?
Oh yeah. Don't study when they tell you to do the work and then last minute go in the library and bang out all night until you get it done.
Okay, don't take that advice. Okay, I was like,
okay, no. I'm messing. I mean, I'm not really messing, but okay. Personally, how do I study? Is that your question? Basically?
what's your because not everyone studies a bit different.
Mm-hmm.
So what's something unique that you do that really helps you study?
Okay. Okay, we'll start from the beginning. Lectures, yeah. Lectures are the initial part of the whole learning process. whilst I'm in lectures, if it's not recorded, I put my phone on record, because I'm not gonna lie, man falls asleep sometimes because them lectures be them lectures be long sometimes. But if I remember anyway, I put my phone on record whilst I'm taking notes, and then when I'm not gonna say I go home every day after lectures and I go through my notes. No, I try to go to the library at least. Yeah, a bang on a TED talk. Yeah, whilst it's there, you just as you listen, you just naturally you grab onto stuff, and then when it comes to actually then going to the library, making notes based off the research you find on the internet, and then meshing those notes with the information, the knowledge now that you've gained from those YouTube videos. I pull all of that together, and I come up with my essays. So that's generally the technique I use for my studying.
Okay.
Yeah, but like I said, I can't really provide insight as to exam stuff because I haven't done that many exams yet.
Okay, so what's the biggest obstacle you've had to overcome since starting this course?
Ooh. Is there one? Is there two? Fam, there's bet. But the main one is just if you're gonna pick architecture, you need to realize there is a lot. Well, at Northumbria anyway. I don't know. I guess I'm assuming this is the general thing everywhere. There is a lot of personal, like individual learning that goes into it. So obviously you're at university, you're not expected to have the lecturers teach you everything, but literally in architecture. So this is how it's worked, yeah. Because obviously we use design softwares and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's a thing where you've come in now, you're on the course, the module leader, whatever, they've set you a design project here. Let's say, design this church. Yeah, they set you a brief. The church needs to have this, it needs to have this, this feature, and it needs to have this space. This number of people need to be able to fit in the building, and then boom. Okay, now it's up to you to go design it. And from that point on, is literally up to you what software you use, yeah, what type of finishings or what type of rendering you produce for the design. So depending on what software you pick, it is then up to you again to go teach yourself that software. Literally, the software I use is different to the software that person used, is different to the software that person uses. Literally.
Do they not have any optional workshops or anything like that?
No, there. To be fair, I will say they did provide. I think this was it in my first year? I think it was in my first year. They provided this course that they just uploaded onto Blackboard, so it's not they said, every Tuesday 9 a.m.
Yeah.
Come here and we'll teach you. No, they literally just uploaded it and said it's there. So again, it's then up to you to go watch those videos. But because I think the courses they uploaded were for Revit and Google SketchUp or AutoCAD, if I'm not mistaken, one of them. So if you wanted to use 3D modeling software let's say Rhino or Lumion or 3ds Max, it's literally up to you to go research how those softwares work, and then just go teach yourself that. Even with the Revit course, because I used the course, the Revit course that was uploaded onto Blackboard for us. But it obviously just teaches you the basic stuff. They're not going to teach you everything. It just teaches you the basic of software, and then after that, I then had to go out and do my own research. Also, I need to give a shout out to this guy on YouTube. He's called a Balkan Architect. That guy, when I get my degree, I'm going to give him a copy of it.
It's called what?
He's called the Balkan Architect. Balkan as in Balkan. If I'm spelling that right, yeah, Balkan Architect. Yeah. That guy, he deserves half the degree, yeah. Because when I say everything Revit related, because Revit is my main go to 3D modeling software. Everything Revit related, this guy has a video for it. So how to make a curved wall, Balkan Architect, curved wall, YouTube, bang it in. There's a playlist on different type of walls, different type of roofs, different types of construction techniques. Okay. Just general stuff. He has everything. So if not for that guy, I'd probably still be in my first year by now. Because he made it. The way he explains stuff is just so easy to follow. And when he does it one time, you're then able to copy it instantly and then apply it to your own work. So yeah, I'd say that's the most difficult part of actually being on the course for me. It's just that okay, I know I need to design this, but then if it's a case of just drawing it by hand and whatever, obviously that takes ages, but I'd know how to do it. But then when it comes to like modeling, there's a lot of like, oh, I need to go try this again, and then you need to realize there's also loads of trial and error. Yeah, let's say this happens to me a lot. I'm designing, yeah, I'm modeling, and then I get to one stage, an error pops up. I'm like, what's this error for? Turns out the error occurred 50 steps back, but I did not clock until now.
Pain.
Delete, start again.
Jeez.
And that happens a lot. That's why I'm always submitting work like 2 minutes before the deadline. That happens a lot. So that no matter how much I say, okay, this summer I'm gonna bang out Revit, yeah. So when the year starts, I know I'm on top of it. It always happens. And obviously, well, I'm still fresh on the course in it, but it can only get better from here. Can't get any worse than it is.
Fair enough. Alright. But you spoke about the fact that what's it called? There's a lot of self-learning involved.
Mm-hmm.
But what about the facilities that provide you? Would you say that they are adequate? And do they provide you sufficient facilities to, make sure you learn as best as you can?
Oh, I will say, I'm not gonna say it's the best because I'm pretty sure there's probably somewhere like there's schools of architecture in the UK that I know way better than Northumbria.
Okay.
But Northumbria is, if I'm not mistaken, is top 10 in the UK anyway.
Really?
For architecture, yeah. Didn't you know?
No.
Fam, our studio only got built, like, was it 2 years ago or 3 years ago? It got built the year before I started. Our studio costs how many £1 million? It's one of the best in the UK. Like, when it comes to, like, having your own space. This is a free promo for Northumbria, yeah. Just run your boy the money after this. But literally, yeah, our design studio, we've got so much space, desk space per person, that if you go to other schools in the UK, they don't have that. So when it comes to facilities, we do have some top-notch facilities, like our studios. Peng, we've got bare computers. Obviously, Uni has bare computers anyway.
Yeah.
Ellison building, got all the software you need. Obviously, there's the zone as well. And then there's the 3D printers. And we also have like the workshop in Ellison building as well. If you want to go like, I don't know, laser cut something, or you want to go, I don't know, and nail and hammer, do some carpentry for yourself. So yeah, facilities wise, Northumbria, they smashed it. I'm not gonna lie.
Really? That's good.
Yeah, Northumbria, they did provide some excellent facilities. But obviously, because of COVID, we haven't really, well, these last 2 years anyway, we've been unable to make the best use of those facilities. Oh yeah, another thing, they also provide you with like a big ass I think A1. No, not A1, A2 drawing board, if I know my sizes correctly. It's between A2 and A1 because I know I can fit an A2 paper on it, but it's bigger than A2. It's A1, just under A1. Yeah. Okay. It's literally, okay. I don't know if you can see on the camera here. It's like, it's this big. It is huge. And it's really expensive. It costs, if it's not in the high double figures, it's in the triple figures. Like, how much
you pay for it yourself?
No, they give you free as soon as you come on the course.
Oh, right.
And then they supply you with like some drawing ink, eraser, pencil, just the basic stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in terms of getting you started, they provide stuff. But on where it flips its head completely is when you have to model now, let's say you have to model a building, all the modeling materials you have to source yourself.
Do you get reimbursed?
Reimbursed where? Where? Fam, they don't even reimburse shit.
Jeez.
Like, Blackwells? Do you know Blackwells?
What's that? Blackwells?
Yeah, Blackwells.
Yeah.
It's this Blackwells is this bookshop in it near uni. Them man, they have got at least 2 bills from me. At least. just on modeling material. Like, I am going there to buy wood. Pause. I am going there.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay. I don't even know what to keep that in on. Okay.
I am
You were
going-
doing so well, bro. Listen, I just thought maybe this would be an easy one to edit. You only looked at once, fam. I thought you might not be. I thought you'd be okay for the rest of the episode.
Okay, wait. Okay.
Start back from Blackwell, bro.
Okay. So, yeah, like I said, black holes. I've got at least 2 of those from me. I was going in there to buy card. Fam, wood is the major modeling material, fam. The fuck? Okay. I'll start from 2 bills again. Clap. Okay. Okay. Black balls have got at least 2 bills from me, yeah, £200, yeah.
Okay.
And I'm always going in there to buy what? Fake grass, fake sand, fake trees, fake people at different scales, 1 to 50, 1 to 20, whatever. Yeah, and this is for every project here. So I'm spending all this money, and Northumbria they go do all that in it. So they don't provide modeling material. If anything, the most they'll provide for you is the workshop they'll give you. I don't know, nails or something.
Yeah.
To put your shit together. They might give you. No, they don't even give us glue, fam. I had to buy that Yoo-hoo glue or something. Do you know the Yoo-hoo glue, the yellow thing?
Yoo-hoo glue.
It's yellow, fam. It's a yellow tube. But yeah, I've got bare of those. Bought my own scalpel. Yeah, that's where the course changes from, where you have to buy stuff for yourself.
Wow.
But apart from that, Northumbria does all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And your lecturers, because actually I don't think I've ever spoken to you about this. How are your lecturers? Like, would you say they're decent? Do they do a decent job? Are they approachable outside of lectures?
Oh, my lecturers. Yeah, my lecturers are quite OP. They're top, not they're top level. Obviously, there are the lectures where they just happen to teach some dry modules, so people aren't as interested in those. But apart from that, I haven't really had any issues with my lecturer. The most I could say, and it's not even a problem, was just one of my lecturers. She had this accent, and lectures were long. Like, she had one of them ones where it was like a 2-hour lecture, yeah, and man's just sitting in there.
It was just hard to understand.
Fam, it's hard to understand whilst you're in there, and I'm there thinking, okay, cool. At least if I listen to the recording later, I'll be able to make some sense of it. It's even worse than the recording, fam. So it's like, obviously, whilst she's talking, you're gonna catch a thing or two. Then you have to go do your own research, basically. Yeah, because you can't really tell, and it's one of them ones where when they put stuff on the slides, it's not really informative. Like, it's just like, it's a slide and maybe with a picture and then one bullet point, and then she then talks for like 2 hours based off that slide. No one of them ones. Yeah, that's how the lecture is. So it's like, you can't even say, okay, let me look at the slides and make some sense of this. Nah, you have to go do your own research. So I'd say that's literally the only problem I had with my lecturers. Apart from that, lecturers at uni are blessed.
Okay, fair enough. Right. So before we finish up, I want to talk to you about the more personal side of your course. So, like, how would you say, like, such a stressful course, because even though there aren't a lot of exams, there has quite a high, workload. So how has that affected your mental health? What'd you say?
Honestly,
yeah,
it was. Honestly, I've contemplated dropping out so many times. Yeah,
swear,
fam. Okay, this is where the people that had that, earlier when I was talking about people that are going to architecture, they usually have some sort of background in it prior to going. Yeah. So when you're doing the work, when they're saying tasks and stuff like that, whilst you're doing your work, you're there struggling, and then you see people that are like, they've done this before, this is so easy for them, blah, blah. Or with most people on the course, they've come from a design family, yeah. Fam, my dad is a lawyer, Yeah, my dad's a lawyer, solicitor, barrister, whatever, one of them ones. Yeah.
Humble flex.
And,
Continue.
and then my mom, she was like a school teacher, but now she works in like care and stuff. Yeah. So there is no ounce of design in my family.
Yeah.
Well, my immediate family, let me say, because I don't know about my extended family like that. So in my immediate family, there is no design background. Yeah, I do not come from a design background like in my family. So when I'm here trying to graft and do all this stuff here, and I'm seeing all these people where their granddad's an architect, their grandma is a landscape architect, their dad is this CEO at this architectural firm, their mom is the CEO at this firm, their great granddad was the first architect to exist in the UK. You know them ones, and I'm there like, and then they're coming to say, oh guys, this work art is so easy, blah 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 blah. Then I'm there thinking, because like I'm there thinking, okay, cool. This is something my grandma used to say in it. Like, we're both humans in it. We've both been set the same task, but how come they're doing it better than I can? And it's a fun. It's them ones where I am putting in shifts. Like everyone knows, I'm at the library 24/7. Like, I am putting in shifts. Yeah, I am busting my ass trying to learn this stuff. And then I submit my work, get the feedback, and then the people that I'm seeing going to the pub every day, like getting yacked, yeah, they're the ones getting the like top marks. And then me that's there grafting, I'm just getting like average scores. Yeah, I'm not failing. I don't fail. Yeah. I'm not failing, but I'm not doing as good as I have high standards for myself.
Yeah.
I am not doing as good as I'd like to do. And then when I see these people that don't put in as much effort as I put in, then doing way better than I do, just because they've got that advantage, that natural advantage. No, I wouldn't say natural, just like, they've just got this advantage at home, innit, with their families and stuff.
Okay.
It's then really discouraging for me, because sometimes I'm there thinking, if I'm at this rate, yeah, if I'm struggling to just do this stuff and it's only my second, my first, blah, blah, on the course, it's only going to get harder from here.
Yeah.
Will I be able to cope in the long term? Yeah. And the only thing that's been able to keep me going is just the fact that I've convinced myself that I've said to myself, okay, look, you've come on this course, you had zero idea of what is involved in architecture. Obviously, I knew architecture was design based, but that was literally it. That was where my knowledge stopped. But I have come this far. I know loads of technical stuff. I know how to use different softwares now. Like right now, I know how to use 3D modeling softwares.
Okay.
That I've been able to teach myself. Like Photoshop, I never used to use Photoshop. I remember the one time I taught myself Photoshop was I had this project to do. It was due in like 5 days. Like on the third day, I signed the library all night. Taught myself Photoshop.
When was it assigned?
Let's not talk about that. No, because I was gonna. It was because I needed Photoshop to do like a render.
I just wanted to make it clear that they didn't give you 5 days to do.
No, they didn't. So I had a plan in it when I got set to work, and my plan was, okay, I'll do the design when it's time to render. I render it by hand, so I draw everything because I'm actually decent at drawing. I draw everything and then do all the shading and then coloring, and then it'd be pen. But it wasn't pen, so I was like, right, I have to do this on Photoshop. But I had zero knowledge of Photoshop, so I went to the library. Then sat there all night, taught myself Photoshop, and I'm quite decent at it now. So, yeah, I know how to use all this stuff now. So that's why I'm telling myself, okay, look, you're capable, yeah. You've seen there's proof, there's hard evidence that you're able to learn, you're able to understand new stuff. So there's no reason for me to start beating myself up now, saying, oh no, they're just better. Okay. Let me just stop it now. I know I can. As much as they're good at it, I know I can get to that level if I keep working on it consistently, just devote myself to it. I'll eventually get there. I'm not there right now, but I know I'll be able to get there. So that's literally why I haven't dropped it yet. But if I didn't have that back end, that mentality, I'll probably studying. No, let me not disrespect anyone's course, but I wouldn't be studying architecture right now. Yeah.
Wait, so what have you done to minimize stress?
One of my go-to, activities to minimize stress is obviously basketball. Like when I'm playing basketball, literally nothing's on my mind. I just want to destroy that guy in front of me. No pause. I'm just
Fucking sad.
But yeah, basketball in it. Like when I'm playing basketball, it's like I'm just focused on basketball. Everything else is just like on hold for a minute, and then when I'm done playing basketball, I mean, all the good chemicals in my brain start flowing in it, and the stress dies down. And then the stuff I was probably stressing about before, the project or whatever I was stressing about before I went to go play basketball. When I'm done playing basketball, I just look at it like, oh, it wasn't even that deep for me to stress about.
Okay.
Yeah, and also apart from basketball, a few of my friends have recommended meditating. I'm not. I don't have time to meditate like that. I have tried, but it's just too much breathing for me. It's just too much breathing. But yeah, I do meditate once in a while. I don't do it consistently. I won't lie. Basketball, and then just generally just chilling out with the man them, innit?
No,
Just
and
like chatting.
has this course, because you told us about your, rather active social life in your foundation year, but has the actual architecture course left time for like to have a decent social life? Actually, let me not say that because I've seen you out more than this. Let me rephrase the question. Has your social what's it called? Let me try to rephrase this. Has your social life had to be kind of had to take a hit due to the amount of time you had to spend on your course?
Definitely, fam. I think, especially with this whole COVID situation, I think I have spent more time in the library this year, especially this academic year. I have spent more time in the library than I have in the past 2 years I've been in Newcastle combined.
Swear.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I used to go to the library a lot, but literally there was a stretch this year coming back because, imagine, this is what this course is doing to me, I came to this academic year, went in for the summer, came back to start the year, came to Newcastle 5th of September, that's when I moved into my new yard. Went home December 23rd for Christmas. December 26th, I was back in Newcastle.
Because of uni?
Because of uni, yeah. Because I had this project that was due in January. I had like two bits of coursework due. So literally, I spent 3 days at home for Christmas. That was literally my Christmas.
Jesus.
Couldn't go home for my birthday. My birthday was in Newcastle. On my birthday, I was in the library. The night of my birthday, I was in the library. Came back. I literally had no idea. I had no intention of doing anything birthday related. Because the year before, I had my little games night. I don't know if you were there.
I was there.
Yeah, this year, literally, our birthday celebration, all of that wasn't even at the back of my mind because I was just like 100% focused on coursework. It was literally the night of my birthday January 7th, gang. That's when a couple of my friends, who will not be mentioned, came in the room with candles and stuff. You lot might have seen the snaps. Like, happy birthday, PJ. I was like, I swear down. Yeah, obviously, because I was sleeping in it. But I had no intention of doing anything birthday related because I did not have the time. Like, yes, I could not go home for my birthday. My mom's birthday was the next month. Didn't go home for that. Didn't go home for Easter. I haven't been home since. I did go home once, but that was for a weekend to help move like some stuff because we moved houses, innit?
Okay.
I went to go move stuff, but yeah, that was for that weekend. And my little brother Ashley is always asking me, "Oh, PJ, when are you coming back home? We miss you, blah blah blah." And I'm like, "Bro, I don't even know when I'm coming back home. Honestly, like, it's up to this course, fam." But yeah, it does hit you. Like, it got to a point where I had no social life. So yeah, from that point in January, I was going to the library every day consistently for nearly 2 months. And when I say going to the library, they were all-nighters.
Jeez.
All-nighters because, like I said, I'm trying to teach myself this software and that software, and then this one's flopping, and then I'm trying to find a different method to do something. And then if you're gonna study architecture, be ready to sacrifice your personal time because it does eat up a lot of personal time. But at the end of the day, it's just up to you how you manage it, innit? Because I feel like sometimes I did a good job managing it, but then some other times, like, my time management was so poor. Yeah, but
I think I saw you at the library during those times.
yeah, you saw me at library during those times when I was stressing.
But
yeah.
thank you for coming on, my guy. I appreciate it.
It's all good.
And thank you guys for listening. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share with your friends. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and all major streaming platforms. Do you have anything to shout out? Okay.
My brain went blank for a second there. But shout out Jesus, innit? Yeah.
Shall I put your Instagram in the bio?
Yeah.
Cool.
Patrick00.
Go ahead.
Do that thing on the screen where it'll be up there.
No, you don't do that.
It's not.
You know,
there.
I'll do it for you just this time. Okay, I'll do it. But anyway, thank you guys for listening and
yeah, sliding out.